What's poppin', internet? Welcome to another episode of the Synced Up Podcast Show where we talked about Mike is messing with my bunny ears. Talk about news, games, and sandwich a little fun in between. I'm one of your hosts, Timothy DeRoe, and joining me this week is your boy Michael Clare. What's up, Mike? How you doing?
What's up, Tim?
On this fine Easter,
Happy Easter, y'all.
I got a bunny ears on my head. This is a video exclusive. Any of y'all audio people,
Switch over. Come look at his bunny ears.
I got bunny ears on right now.
That's cute.
Today we're gonna talk about Outriders launching real good. MLB The Show coming day one to Game Pass.
And that's it.
And that's pretty much it.
Nothing else.
It's going to be a little lax of a show.
No news.
But before we get into that lax of a show, we do got to get a little bit of housekeeping out of the way. We are on Patreon now. Look up, I think it's patreon.com/synced-up.
Yep.
And we're on there. We have two tiers right now. We have the dollar tier. Unfortunately, the Discord access, just like I said, snatched. That link no longer works. So you pay $1, you get access to the Discord, the beautiful Discord. They had a League of Legends one-on-one tournament today in that Discord. That was really cool. Also, we have a $5 tier where you can get the audio feed version of all of our impressions videos and a new version of the podcast where we have a post show tacked on to the end, whether you want it in video or audio format. You can pay $5 a month and get that for every single show. Get 4 shows with an extra post show, 10 to 15 minutes, where we just kind of talk and jive about whatever we want.
And of course, there'll be more content probably coming down the road that will also probably get lumped into that tier.
Yep.
We also have posted on there about some news and stuff that's happening, so we'll probably keep most of that stuff on Patreon.
On Patreon, yep.
Just so we can keep the most involved in our community. So
patreon.com/synced-up, or check the show notes or the YouTube description, and we will have a link down there that you can click.
Every penny goes back into making the show a little better.
Yep, and we have 2 goals right now. At the $50, I'll play a game of League and record it with Spence, even though I don't want to fucking do that. And then at the $100 tier, me and Mike will record some AMAs, which will be pretty nice. Also, you can follow us on TikTok at Synced Up Highlights. Spencer obviously chopping up all of our highlights and posting them over there on TikTok. We appreciate him for doing that, so you can go and check that out. We're also on YouTube, so if you're in your favorite audio feed and you want to put some faces to some voices, or you want to see my really cool Easter egg bunny ears, Easter bunny ears, Easter bunny ears, you can go over to youtube.com/synced-up-podcast, and you can catch us over there. Drop a like, drop a sub. But if you don't want to do that, or you're already over there and you're tired of doing that, you don't want to pay for YouTube Premium because you're tired, you want to close your thing, and you want to kind of just listen to it passively, but you don't really want to keep looking at the screen, you know what I'm saying? You can go over to your favorite favorite podcasting service and search Synced Up Podcast and look for the blue and white logo. You can also find us over there. New episodes go up in both those feeds at 7 a.m. Central Time Zone, gang. You can also write into the show at syncedupod@gmail.com with any questions, comments, or concerns, and we will discuss those on the show, or not if you just want to reach out to us and talk about whatever.
Amen.
And you can also follow us on Twitter at SyncedUpPod to keep up to date with all of our what?
I was going to tell you to slow down a little bit because there's no news.
Oh, yeah.
So the faster you get through that, the faster we get through the news.
Follow us on Twitter at SyncedUpPod to keep up to date with all of our content.
At Timothy
and
DeRoe.
Now it's time for the news.
This is a terrible bit.
Yeah, I know. It's bad. It's really bad. Outriders launch went better than Marvel's Avengers on Steam. Outriders' peak concurrent player count on Steam outperforms the September 2020 launch of Marvel's Avengers by almost 4 times. This is by Rory Young at GamesRant. Outriders, a new cooperative shooter RPG from People Can Fly and Square Enix, has achieved something impressive for an original IP. Despite server issues that have kept many players offline, Outriders has outperformed Marvel's Avengers launch by almost 4 times the player count. Initial tracking shows that Outriders peaked Saturday morning at over 116,000 concurrent players compared to a peak of just over 32,000 for the launch of Marvel's Avengers. The launch of Outriders came on Thursday, April 1st, but Steam typically sees its peak player count on Saturdays. That doesn't mean every game launched midweek sees an increase in players over the weekend, but Outriders certainly experienced that trend. It almost hit 110,000 concurrent players within hours of the game being released, and the game has been near 100,000 concurrent players several times since its launch on April 1st. A big question that Square Enix may be kicking itself thinking about whether Outriders would have reached more impressive player count if Outriders servers hadn't experienced issues since launch. Every time the number gets high, it seems like servers have a brief outage. The tracking over the past few days is filled with random trials due to these outages. For example, Outriders hit 100,000 players around 8 a.m. Pacific time Saturday morning, but then a server outage dropping it to nearly 30,000 players. It took until after 2 p.m. Pacific time to climb back up to 116,000 players.
It's really sucked watching that them have server issues.
Yeah.
Because it just... If you're on video game Twitter, you see a lot of...
I seen my friend Ben, who I deliver mail with, he has been talking to me about his experience with Outriders and how it's been pretty big issue getting in with the servers and whatnot. We played the demo. We had no issues with the servers there, but I imagine the player count for the demo was a lot less than the player count is right now. So me and Chance haven't actually got into any Outriders. So it's going to be a few days before we finally do. So maybe these server issues will finally be gone by the time we get to experience the game. We've been playing a lot of It Takes Two, which I will talk about later in the show. But it is kind of crazy that a game with the Marvel logo and the name Avengers launches at such a piss poor level compared to this no-name game.
Why? Like, so the Outriders IP itself isn't what did it.
No, but I think.
Do you think it was just the poor marketing of Avengers?
No, I think it was a combination. Well, yes, but a combination of poor marketing Avengers, that game obviously not knowing what it wanted to be.
Yeah.
And a combination of great marketing by the Outriders team and the early demo to allow people to try the game for free. And also possibly, and this will be a topic that comes up on this next story here, the Game Pass day one. That doesn't have anything to do with Steam numbers, but I feel like that gets more eyes on it. That's more people talking. That's more people playing the game in general.
It feels like those detriments that held Avengers back. You know, brought it down to 30,000 something players.
I spilled.
You pilled.
I pilled.
I feel like the Avengers name should be able to overcome that. Like, if I didn't know the numbers, I would think Avengers. It easily could have hit 100,000, even if it was bad.
Best best like movie like profit of all time, right? Like you would expect something with the Avengers name.
So maybe it just goes to show that like
a name can't just carry a property.
Yeah, I mean, at least in the gaming sphere, you know, in movies, it can. You can release a garbage movie, and if it has a cool IP around it, it'll do fine. I guess the same doesn't go for games. You know?
Yeah, no, I don't think so at all. But
is Outriders? Correct me wrong. Do you have to be online to play the single player?
Well, there is no single player.
Or the story mode?
Well, there is only a story mode. Do you know what? Do you know what Outriders is?
Well, it's multiplayer, right?
Yes.
Kind of, but like I thought you could. Can you not play alone at all?
You can.
That's what I mean by single player.
But like, it's a co-op, story-driven shooter. Like it's not like it's not a game.
You can't play it offline though.
No clue.
Okay, that's what I'm wondering.
But it's not a games as a service at all.
Because if the servers are down, you just can't play the game at all.
Maybe, might be like Anthem.
Honestly, I don't have my phone. Do you have your phone?
Honestly, that's probably it.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because I think that's where a lot of people's frustration is coming from, is they can't play the game at all, right? If the servers are down,
the Anthem problem,
and it was just single player, you could play it.
Yeah.
I think that's why there's been so much outrage.
Yeah. Because it is like an interesting games as a service. Like it's not a games as a service, but it has like some of those things, like the way the leveling is, and just all those, like there's like some of those sensibilities are there, but it's not 100% like a games as a service. But which I like. I'm excited to play with Chance to play through this, because it's going to be more story driven, less you got to buy loot boxes and shit like that.
Any idea about the post game?
No clue.
Okay.
No clue. I don't know how many people have got there to really talk about it.
Because you know, like Avengers is mostly story driven until you get to the post game, and then it's like all
junk.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over.
Yeah. So I was wondering if it was like that for Outriders.
But then again, the difference is Avengers is made in such a way. Like in Outriders, you don't have dailies and weeklies, and you don't have like, you have power levels, but you're not really
definitely have that stuff in Avengers.
You're not really having that in Outriders. But I do want to stick on this Game Pass here, because I do think Game Pass has contributed to these big numbers, especially because the game is crossplay, so people can play with their friends over on Xbox. But there's another game. I don't have any more news articles for you, but there's a few more items here. MLB The Show on April 20th is coming day one to Game Pass, and I think I cannot iterate enough how big of a deal that this is.
I was sitting there when I saw this announcement. I was like, is history wrong? Did I enter a different timeline? Because I saw the Sony logo, or what was it? Is it Santa Monica? Who does it?
It's Santa Monica, then Xbox, then the Sony logo.
I saw that and I was like, something does not feel right here.
If anybody who has been out of the loop doesn't know, MLB The Show has been a PlayStation exclusive for a long fucking time. And that's the only place you could play that game. It's the only place to get that game. I know a lot of people love these games. Lucas was talking to us. Lucas from the Discord was talking to us about how much.
It's pretty much the only baseball game.
Yeah, he enjoyed it. Bring back the bigs. My opinion. I know Barrett Courtney over at Kind of Funny, previously at IGN, really, really loves MLB The Show, and I might have to give it a shot considering it's on Game Pass. But this is a big deal because a Sony exclusive game is now coming to Xbox, but also Game Pass day and date.
So this deal was brokered strictly between Sony and Microsoft.
I don't think so. I think this deal was brokered between MLB and Microsoft. Because
when
you look at the Xbox version of MLB The Show, MLB is listed as the publisher and not Sony.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
So I think the MLB made this deal.
So MLB pays Sony to make the game. MLB keeps the profits from it,
Well, we don't know how the profits are chopped.
Well, yeah, but like that's the main idea here.
I think it was MLB and Microsoft that garnered this deal. Aaron Greenberg and the gang over there.
That's crazy.
Making things work. And this is insane.
Because it's not a door opening thing then, if that's the case. It's not Sony and Microsoft working together.
It's definitely not a door opening thing, but it is a big fucking deal. It's massive
crazy.
spit in the face to Sony fans, and it's a huge dub for Xbox fans.
It's stuff like this that makes me want to be in the room, you know?
Yeah, like
where they're having
this
discussion.
Just to hear.
I want to know how
was it
how
some
this
dude high up at the MLB was like, my kid got this Xbox, and he keeps talking about how he wants to play MLB because I'm in the MLB.
But apparently they're only putting our game on PlayStation. We need to fix that.
We got to make some calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe that's how it went down.
Or all it takes is, Xbox being like, you'll just make more money from us paying you for letting us put it on Game Pass than you would keeping it Sony exclusive.
Yeah, and we'll have to see. I know I'm going to try this game now. I know, 420
I'm sure there's like a story mode. I'll play it.
Yeah, apparently the career mode is what is like the big deal for this. A lot of people talk about that, but there you go, a Sony exclusive coming to Game Pass day one.
Insane.
Yeah, it's wild times out here. A couple more news stories here for you. Summer Games Fest is returning in 2021. Jeff Keighley tweeted out on Twitter that he was going to be doing Summer Games Fest, and it seems we now have a more clear idea of what Summer Games Fest is. Instead of being this ethereal time of the year, it looks like June is pretty much the locked-in month. And
is it more locked down? Because I haven't looked into this yet. Is it more locked down with the brands? The companies?
They haven't said anything about the brands or anything, but we pretty much got a locked-in time of June, and we do know that he's put things out there like, hey, if you want to show your game, like he has forums out there for companies to show their games. Yeah. And so it seems to be just as Jeff Keighley has done before, with the Game Awards, as time has went on and it's become more concise and a better event.
More
it
structured.
Seems like Summer Games Fest.
I think that's what it suffered from last year. Was like nobody really understood what Games Fest was doing when it was going to do stuff.
In his defense, it was kind of last minute.
Yeah.
And so it's nice for him to finally actually have some preparation this time around.
So I want, because I'm just trying to think of the faults from last year that could hopefully be improved on this year. Like
lack of messaging.
We would see like July, and then I remember underneath July, just like 10 different companies and nothing else.
Yeah.
And then I don't even remember if we heard from all those companies, There wasn't like an actual.
There was just a severe lack of messaging, I feel like, with Summer Games Fest last year. But I feel like genuinely this year we are actually going to get something better. I don't know if we're going to get something E3 of yonder year levels.
No way.
But I think we will get something, I don't know, at least good. And maybe, all of the events that were going to happen anyway, the Sony event, the Microsoft event, whatever those may be, or maybe those become tied to this in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. But get excited for that. One more news story here for you. Apex Legends got a little bit of spice for Season 9. I know this might excite Jordan. I don't know how much he played Titanfall. But the Apex news Twitter tweeted out a quote from the director of the game where he was talking about it for Apex Season 9. If you are a fan of Titanfall, expect a lot of Titanfall stuff for Apex Season 9. I don't know. We don't know what that means. We haven't seen anything else about that. But that gets me excited as a huge fan of Titanfall 2. I get stoked for the idea of more
super
Titanfall
cool.
stuff.
I'm wondering if it's going to be more like gameplay mechanic wise. I doubt.
Mechs, possibly. I doubt it, but I could see that.
Mostly just guns, you think?
Story stuff. Well, all the guns in Apex are from.
Are they really?
Not all of them, but the majority of the guns from Apex are from.
That might be right,
Titanfall.
but there's a lot of guns that aren't in Apex that are from Titanfall. Like I mean, there's still a lot more.
But like the R301, the Wingman, all those guns are all from Titanfall.
Because now I'm just thinking about Titanfall and all the cool stuff you could do.
Yeah, some of the abilities. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know if it's story stuff. I don't know if it's maybe the next season for like the map is gonna be different.
So here's a cool idea that I think Respawn could do. So you have a lot of people who play Apex who may not have even known what Titanfall was or played it before. Right? That's fair. If you show all these people Titanfall through Apex,
make a third Titanfall,
make Titanfall 3. Do you think that's a good marketing idea?
I don't think Titanfall 3 is ever going to come.
Damn,
because that's EA. That's EA that has Titanfall.
I guess
they give it to Respawn to develop, but again, Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2 both were sent out to die in very busy times of the year, and it was a travesty.
That's Titanfall 1, most requests. Yes,
Titanfall 1, not that big of a deal because it was just the multiplayer, but the Titanfall 2 campaign, I still stand by, hands down, one of the best single-player first-person shooter campaigns out there to date.
I mean, the campaign's great, and then the gameplay was just fun.
It was crisp.
It was super fun.
Super crisp.
You felt... I mean, you're a big movement guy.
Yeah, I
love
love
movement. Plenty of movement in that game.
Movement and mobility is one of my most important things.
You hop in the Titans, and it's just... It's just fun. The whole game is fun. So
I preferred not to be in the Titans, but
no, but it's still like
I like the jump
I
around.
could completely switch it up. Like I don't know,
but it was
like
pretty badass to kill some dudes, drop like one of those big guns on a Titan, and then go up to do your little animation where you like slide under your Titans and the legs and get picked up and get tossed in. Like it was just super badass. But and I just again that campaign is fucking awesome. I can't express that enough. But that's it for the news this week.
Any cool releases coming this week? I can't think of anything.
It's
just dry month. Just April.
Yeah, no, we got Returnal coming at the end of the month.
Yeah.
There you go. That's pretty much it.
Damn. What a dry month.
And it's not. We get Resi 8 next month.
In May?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
May 25th, May 23rd, something like that.
Okay.
I know we get Mass Effect Legendary Edition next month.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of shit's just being delayed.
Yeah.
Gotham Knights getting delayed. Harry Potter got delayed. Lego Star Wars delayed again.
Mm-hmm.
And a few other games delayed. But Returnal seems to be the only thing. Akina is in May, I think.
Yeah.
Or early June.
Akina?
Yeah. Bridge of Spirits?
Oh, Kenna.
No, it's Kina.
Oh.
Yep. I thought it was Kina, and then
I thought I heard you say Akina.
No, not Akina, but Kina. I thought it was Kina. And then I watched a video, and they were like, no, it's Kina. And I was like,
all right, well, we all learned something today.
Michael Clare.
Yes, sir.
This next section of the podcast called This Week in Gaming.
The one following the news section?
The one following the news section is the section of the podcast that's following the section of the podcast where we talk about the news, and it's called This Week in Gaming. Is the section of the podcast.
I'm going to guess it.
Where we talk about historical releases, and you guessed it.
And This Week in Gaming.
This week
specifically the 4th through the 10th.
Yep, the 4th through the 10th.
Sunday to Sunday.
Sunday to Sunday. April 4th. Shout out to your boy Jordan. Elder Scrolls Online dropped in 2014 on April 4th. Iconic. You know it. You love it. He plays the shit out of it. 600 hours? 500 hours?
I didn't know that, first off.
You did?
I did not know that.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of crazy to think that it came out in 2014.
Yep.
But yeah, I think
7 years ago.
Pushing 600, maybe 560, 570 at this point.
Yeah, you deep on the hours. You deep on the hours there. 3 years later, though, shout out to Michael Clare here. Persona 5, 2017.
Phenomenal, yeah. Top 5.
Top five.
What was that?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Okay. All right. Good game stuck in your throat. April 5th, Enter the Gungeon drops in 2016. 5 years since Enter the Gungeon. Kind of crazy.
I don't know. That seems about right.
I don't know. Really good game, though. Really good game.
I want the what do you call it? Arcade box? Arcade machine? I want it so bad.
I want it too.
It looks so cool.
This next game, though, April 6th, baby, 1992. Minesweeper drops on Windows XP. Doesn't get any better than Minesweeper.
I would have thought further back. But I guess that makes sense.
Like in the 80s?
You know, they've had almost
fact,
30 years. No graphical updates, really.
Fun fact, I played the shit out of Minesweeper as a kid, right? Because
I
had those games. It wasn't until like 2.5 years ago that I actually found out what the fuck those numbers meant, bro.
What?
Yes.
So you was just clicking.
I was just clicking.
I felt so smart as a kid. And I think part of who I am today is because I learned how to play Minesweeper at the age of like 10.
Dude, I had no idea.
So I would just like...
I thought the numbers were points.
It. No. How many bombs are right next to that spot? What?
You don't
I didn't know that.
You didn't know
how to play Minesweeper
what
either?
the numbers meant? So the numbers is how many bombs are adjacent to
your
said
in your
box.
3x3 box surrounding a certain block. It'll let you know how many there are.
So when you click, if it says like a 1, that means there's one bomb next to it. So you're pretty safe to click next to it.
And if there's only one place that's, if you've opened up everything next to it and there's only one place that's not, you place the flag on it to let you know
there is a bomb.
That's a bomb.
Yeah, and it took me until I was like 19 years old to find out what that fucking meant. I was just clicking, and I won sometimes.
You were just getting lucky.
Yes.
I can't believe. I mean, I believe it.
Yeah,
but
crazy.
I guess I got too bored in class that I actually had to learn how to play it.
Yeah, April 7th, nothing of note really came out. April 8th, though, the original Splinter Cell came out in 2003. Will we ever get another one of those? Probably not.
Nope.
Titanfall, the original, came out in 2014. 7 years ago. 7 years.
I would take another one. For sure.
So would
I want one.
April 9th, Super Paper Mario on the Wii drops in 2007.
Have not played that one.
And April 9th, the same day, 2013, Guacamelee drops. Iconic game. Really good game.
Why were we talking about Guacamelee the other day?
What
because
are the devs doing? Nobody Saves the World is their next game. It's about to come out really soon. Get excited for that. I know cool. I'm fucking stoked for that. And then April 10th, Braid. One of the most iconic puzzle indie games out there. Really part of that original. You never heard of Braid?
Nope.
The one where you could control time and go back. Well, okay. Well, anyone on the scene, this is one of those games that you really see listed.
You was on the scene in 2009?
Yeah. This is one of those games you really see listed as like one of those like, Super Meat Boy, Binding of Isaac, Minecraft, like the indie surge in games of like, oh, indie games can be Cave Story. You see all those games listed. Braid is one that you will always see listed in those things. Like, oh, remember Braid?
No way you was in the industry in 2009.
I mean, I was playing Minecraft. I was playing Braid. Like I was
in 2009.
I was doing stuff like that. Yeah.
You would have been 10.
I would have been 11 years old. Yeah.
Baby boy
was playing Braid. Little boy was playing Braid. Yeah.
Wow.
Now it's time for the game.
What are we gonna do?
Let's have Jordan think of a character. Give us to us. Me and you work as a team.
1v1.
Oh. Me and you work as a team.
So this character should probably be from a game you guys both played.
Don't give us any hints.
It doesn't have to be.
Well, no, I'm trying to make parameters because.
But yeah, usually it helps that it's a game we've played.
Okay.
Yeah, you want us to be able to get it
from like we
would
really know.
The perfect character pick is one that we can get in like 17 or 18 questions.
But it's so hard to know.
Not difficult where we're not going to get it, but not too easy where we're like 4 deep.
You want to alternate on the questions?
Sure, yeah.
Want to?
So like, let's make it essentially you would both get 10 questions?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Do we get to openly communicate though?
Yeah, of course.
That'd be
have you ever watched IGN GameScoop?
No.
This is how they do it. The host gives the other three. It's video game. They think of a video game. That's where I stole it from. Video game, 20 questions, and them three talk amongst themselves, ask questions, and figure out what the video game is.
Okay.
Which now that we're working as a team, might be worth it as well to do just video games and not a character.
Okay. I got a character.
You got a character?
I got a character.
You got one?
All right, you can start her off.
Okay.
You can start her off, Mike.
Okay. Let me think here.
Damn, we're at the game and it's 23 minutes.
I can extend though.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay. Is this a character? Is the game this character in exclusive to one of the big three?
No. Okay, so not an exclusive. So we're talking about a third-party character here. Is this character? Okay, hold up. Is this character playable?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a playable character. Playable character, not exclusive to the big three. So we're looking at a third-party playable character.
Is this character in a free-to-play game?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, wait. Okay, back up.
Backing up.
Exclusive, is that like to all of them?
No, exclusive to one of the big three.
Yeah.
No, not to one. So no.
So like it's not like Mario is exclusive. Master Chief is exclusive.
Okay, no.
God of War. Okay.
And then free to play.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can bring up a tab on the other screen.
You can Google.
Oh yeah, because y'all can't see it.
Yeah, we can't see it, so you can.
As long as you don't pull it up on the other screen.
You can fact check it.
Okay. So, is it a free-to-play game?
It is in a free-to-play game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you have to buy the game, but yes.
But that's not a
free-to-play game.
Well, I was thinking you were thinking of like a subscription-based game. Right?
No. Like
League's free-to-play.
League is free-to-play. Apex is free-to-play.
Okay, then no.
Okay. So not a free-to-play game. Okay. Okay.
I'm trying to be specific here.
Yeah.
This is a deep one.
Free to play after you buy it.
Well, yeah, because there's games you gotta buy and still pay.
Oh yeah.
So I was trying to,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's
Damn. I don't even know.
Damn. Son.
Would this character be considered iconic?
Yes.
So we're talking like a Banjo-Kazooie, a Donkey Kong.
Not exclusive.
But not exclusive.
Not free to play.
So like a Dragonborn.
Let me think.
Something. I would say yes.
So it would be considered iconic. So we're talking about a big third-party game here.
Yes.
Not free to play.
Is this a character from a game in one of our top fives? Do you know?
My top 5 is as follows.
Okay.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Okay.
God of War. Wind Waker. Disco Elysium. And what's the 5th one? Can't remember.
Well, no.
You want me to say mine?
Yes.
Oh, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Mm-hmm. Persona 5, I think, is in there. Minecraft, Hades. I'm missing one.
Well, based on that list, no.
Okay.
I will say.
Oh,
Final Fantasy.
Dark Souls.
Probably. I shouldn't give you a hint, but I will because you guys have a lot of games. Maybe top 10s.
Maybe top 10s.
Okay. So that was question 4?
5. That's question 5.
5?
Because you started it, so it's my question.
This version of the game is fun.
It is.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to think here. So third party, big third party, would possibly be in our top 10.
Might be in our top 10s.
Is this so? Okay, so it can't be a Smash, but it could be a Smash character. Has this character been crossed over into any other game besides the game that they're in?
No.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this
I'm thinking.
Is this character from an FPS?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
A non-free-to-play FPS.
So not Halo.
So not Halo. Not
Could be
Gears
a COD.
Could be a Call of Duty. This character would be considered iconic, but playable. Is this character from Call of Duty?
Yes.
Okay.
So
All
we're
right.
thinking Soap McTavish.
Should I narrow it down to Black Ops or something? Or
We're thinking Mason, possibly. Woods. I mean Black Ops or Modern Warfare really.
okay, is this a Black Ops character?
No.
Not a Black Ops character. Okay, so is this character from the Modern Warfare series of games?
Yes.
Okay, so we're looking at
I'm
probably
a little less well versed here.
probably just Soap McTavish. Probably the only.
Is there any way we could narrow it down a little more so you could be sure?
Is this character playable in the first game?
Is this character playable in the first game?
I don't believe so. Let me double check on that one.
Okay, so now we're looking at Ghost. I don't think Captain Price is ever playable, but he might be.
In the first game?
Oh, he is playable, but he's playable in the first game.
That's what we asked.
Yeah.
So that might be what he's having.
So he's
to
not
Google.
playable in the first game?
No.
Okay, so it's not Captain Price because Captain Price has his
Well, who else is playable in the first game?
It's
Ghost?
Ghost isn't playable in the first game.
No.
Soap McTavish, Captain Price, and Sergeant Jackson something or other.
So they're all out.
Yeah.
So who's that leaving with? Ghost?
Probably just Ghost. So does this character have a skull ski mask?
No.
So it's not Ghost.
You're not gonna get me on Ghost, bro. Come on.
So if it's not Ghost or Soap or Sergeant Jackson or Captain Price, I don't know who it is. Playable character.
In the first game.
Did we narrowed it down to Modern Warfare, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Modern Warfare, not playable in the first game. That's all we needed to know.
Yeah. I don't know any other characters though.
I don't think I do either.
If it ain't Soap, Price,
I know Soap, Price, and Ghost.
Ghost, Jackson, is this character...
Maybe... okay, let's revisit the characters we eliminated because of the first game.
Yeah.
Are we certain that you can play all three in the first game?
Yeah, Sergeant Jackson dies in the nuclear blast.
Yeah.
Ghost, you don't play as.
We already know it's not Ghost.
But we know it's not Ghost. Captain Price, you play as in the Ferris wheel mission where you sneak. And Soap McTavish is the main character of the fucking game.
Yeah. Maybe it's Price.
It can be Price. He's playable in the first game.
But maybe he's
literally playable in the first game. He has a whole level dedicated to him. What do they call that? What's that level called?
It's like it's like the first mission that starts off with
you snipe.
What's the main guy?
I can't remember the villain's name, but it has the wind and you snipe.
This is the first.
Yeah.
No, not Mikolai. The old dude.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but you snipe him and then you sneak through, and that's when all the tanks and stuff are rolling by. And
okay.
you're like
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
ghillies,
yeah.
all gillied up,
Okay.
all gillied up.
I think that's his first, or it might be his only playable mission.
No, I think he's playable. He's playable in the newest Modern Warfare. During breach and clear, sweep and clear, whatever it's called. A clean house.
If it's not Price, Soap, or Ghost, I cannot help it.
Yeah, I can't help it. I don't know any other characters. Jackson might be from 2. Does this character die in a nuclear blast?
No.
Okay, so it's not Sergeant Jackson. No, Sergeant Jackson doesn't die in the nuclear blast. He dies in fucking... Does this character murder a bunch of civilians in an airport?
Nope.
Okay, so it's not Sergeant Jackson. I'm trying to like go into my mind palace because it's been so long since I visited like
And
these characters.
we're sure it's a playable character, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he said
What question are we on now?
I don't know.
We're like 14.
Okay, that's
We're
what
like-
I was thinking too. I was thinking 14.
We're like 14 or 15.
I knew Soap was too easy. So I had to throw you for a loop.
Hold on.
I'm really trying to dive deep into.
Hold up. Are we certain it's a human? Can you play as a dog?
Can you play as the dog? No, you don't play as a dog.
Yes, you do.
You play.
Yes, you do.
You what?
Hold on. Is it a human?
Yes.
Oh,
But
fuck.
I'm gonna tell you why.
You play as a dog in
You
Ghosts.
play as Riley in Ghosts.
Yeah, but not
Okay.
in
It's a
Modern
different
Warfare.
game.
That's
But
yeah, but
yeah.
this game plays Riley.
yeah, you play as a dog in Ghosts, and you play as a robot in Advanced Warfare,
Yeah.
along with what's his name, the actor
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
15.
Jesus. Really, it's just me trying to remember the names of characters from Modern Warfare. Is this character in Modern Warfare 2?
Yep.
Okay. Modern Warfare 2.
16.
Is that character playable? Is this character a villain?
No.
Okay, so it's not Shepard, but I didn't think he was playable. So
17.
Who else is fucking playable in that game, dude? Ghost, Sergeant Jackson, Sergeant Andrew. No, it's not Andrew Jackson, but it's Jackson. Who's the fucking SAS guy? I think that's Soap. No, you don't play Soap until you don't play him again until 3. Yeah, I'm at a loss. I have to give up. I'm trying to think deep.
I got nothing for you. You're going to have to give a hint.
Give me like one more minute.
Okay.
Of being in my mind palace.
You don't want a hint yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Hey, I'm just saying. Y'all said shoot for 17. We're at 17.
Yeah.
Saying,
But we got to get it, all right?
Oh, you don't have to. You can give me the dub.
Yeah, true. He could take the.
But it's no fun to win.
It's fun for me.
Yeah, that's not very fun
And
either.
especially because when I tell you.
The most fun is getting them to take
Get
up
it.
to 20.
Yeah, and get it. That's how you make it the most fun for everybody.
You guys are going to be pissed.
Am I?
Well, maybe not you.
Tim probably will be.
Tim will be.
So Woods is in Black Ops. Mason is in Black Ops. That's all. That's my entire list of names. I got no other names from Call of Duty besides like Reznov, but he's from Black Ops. Yeah, the Jackson comes back in Modern Warfare, but he dies in a fucking no Russian. They kill him.
Do you want your hint yet?
Yeah, I mean sure.
The team names that you kept mentioning, there's 4 of them.
The team names?
There's
Soap.
Ghost, there's Soap, there's Price.
Price.
There's one more.
No, I got
No, there it is.
It's like right there, dude.
I will probably know it when you say it now. Because that totally makes sense. So there is a 4th.
God, what was that guy's fucking name? What was his name? It was like. Yeah, it's not there. I can't. I gotta give up.
All right, Mike.
I don't think I'll be able to think of it off the top of my head.
It'll take me entirely too long of sitting here and it'll take me like 20 minutes before I finally get it.
So are we taking L on this?
Yeah.
I think we're taking L.
Okay. The main playable character of Modern Warfare 2 and the 4th member of their team is Gary Roach Sanderson.
Oh, fucking Roach. God
Roach.
damn it. I forgot about Roach.
How'd you forget Roach, bro?
I know, dude. I forgot about
Fake fan.
Roach.
Fake fan.
Wow.
Definitely not my top 10, but yours?
No, it's in my top.
I didn't know what MW2 was.
It's like 24 or 23.
It was way lower than I thought.
Yeah.
I was just guessing. I didn't know the list.
That was a good pick, though. That was a really good pick.
Yeah, Roach.
If Tim was on his stuff, it would have took 17.
Completely forgot about Roach.
See, when he wasn't Soap and it wasn't Ghost, I was like, he's gonna get Roach. He's the only other one.
I forgot it. I just completely forgot about Roach. He's in the army side, right?
Yeah, and he dies with Ghost.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they get thrown into the fire.
Shepard kills them both.
Yep. Fuck Shepard, man. God, that was one of the most heartbreaking when you're like, oh, we're getting there, and he pulls the gun, blasts him in the face. God, fuck Shepard.
I'm pretty sure in that mission you are playing as Roach.
It was
you get hit.
No, you don't get hit, but Ghost gets murdered. It's one of the most satisfying fucking things to stab a knife into the chest of Shepard later in the game.
Mm-hmm.
When you throw the knife,
Yeah.
bro,
So iconic. All right.
Jeez, boys.
Sorry.
Yeah, good shit. We tried.
I could only perform up until we got there.
Now we talk about the games that we've been playing before we get into Reader Mail.
Talk about a switch up.
Yeah, Reader Mail's last now.
Reader Mail's
So it's the
last.
games that we've been playing. So I've been playing more It Takes Two.
Yes.
Just rolled the credits on it before we started this here podcast.
Game of the year.
Really fucking good game, man.
Say it.
Really good game. Game of the year.
Nice.
It's always, there hasn't been much this year. Definitely probably in the running for the Game of the Year. I would definitely consider this a top pick. If it's not nominated at the end of the year, I will be shocked considering how much is getting delayed.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a serious conversation topic for It Takes Two to be in the running for Game of the Year. Definitely best family game or something like that. This is, I agree with Blessing Jr. over at Kind of Funny, one of the best, if not the best, co-op game I have ever played in my life. It does some really cool, interesting, unique things with the world, the mechanics. I want to talk about it right here, but talking about it would spoil those moments.
Yeah.
And especially as someone like you who's a fan of games, I know you're going to play it with Kylie. I think Kylie's still going to have a lot of fun, but I think you're going to have a lot more fun because there's going to be certain things that happen where you're gonna, because you're a fan of just video games as a whole, you're gonna be like, oh, that's kind of cool, like references to this,
okay,
or
references,
like backwater references to this, or certain gameplay mechanics where you're like, you're doing something cool there, and it might just seem like nothing to Kylie, but to you'll be like, I like this. But that being said, the game is so well designed in general as just a co-op game to be played with anybody, as a really good gamer, as a lax fan, as a child, as a spouse, as an old person. The game is designed in such a way to think of you, that person, if you are that person, in mind. You playing with Kylie, she was worried that she would like hold you back or something like that. She didn't want you to she didn't want you to feel obligated. She didn't want you to feel like you weren't going to be having fun. But the game is designed in such a way where that's not a problem. There's no fail states. Dying doesn't hold you back at all, and certain people can carry certain sections of the game. So where she may be lacking in a certain platforming section, you can make it to the end on your screen, and that will get her there in the end, and she won't feel like she's holding you back, and she'll just spawn back in. And even in the boss fights, it's the same way. That being said, you still have to work together in certain sections, and the game at every single turn never ceased to surprise me and amaze me and make me be like, wow, this is really cool. It also made me think that this game was a programming fucking nightmare, because the amount of different mechanics, like camera angles and stuff, like it goes from a 2D side scroller to a Diablo-like to a fighting game to like all of this crazy different stuff where it's like, y'all programmed this in this game. Like it just blew my mind. At every turn I was just like, wow, this had to be a nightmare, because programmers always talk about how that's the reason a lot of games, they stick to one type of thing. Like Assassin's Creed will always be this thing. That's why people were really, shocked about the whole Mario thing when you would go into the 2D sections in Odyssey and stuff, because like it takes a lot to program a whole new section of the game, especially when it's such a tiny part. Yeah. And there's a ton of that in It Takes Two, a ton. But it's really good. Didn't run into any glitches. The mini games that you run into along the way, super fun. They're optional. You can just find them, replay them later if you want. Those are fun and hilarious. Each power up that you get, no matter which person you pick, feels really good. You never feel like, man, I really wish I had your power, or I really wish I had your power. Like that's never a thing. Each person feels unique and their power is cool. And I think I'm in love with the little person in the big world aesthetic. Like it makes me realize that Grounded has some serious potential. The Xbox exclusive game, survival game where you're a little person, because in It Takes Two you become little dolls. Yeah. And you just run around in this world, and there's so many different levels between the pillow fort and the garden and the hollowed out tree and the jukebox. Like all of these cool ass levels that do these really cool things that I never was in a level where I was like, damn, I really wish there was a water level, and it was good. It was not bad. That doesn't happen. And no matter what, I was never like, man, this is getting too long in the tooth, or man, this level kind of sucked. Every single level I enjoyed, and it surprised me, and it was just fun. I mean, you heard me screaming out here earlier playing with Chance, where you had to come out and be like, whoa. Like it's just was a joyous time. It was super fun, and I really loved it, and I can't recommend it enough. It's only $40. If you don't have someone to play with you on the couch, when you buy it for $40, you get a code to send to someone where they can download the game and play with you. They can't play on their own, but they can play with you, and that's really fucking cool.
Can you play the game on your own at all?
No, you have to play with two people.
Okay,
it's impossible to play it with one person.
So, is there? Obviously, they have made multiple games like this, but is there any other games that are designed like solely for the co-op experience?
I don't know.
Like,
I mean, Joseph
co-op
Fares is
story experience. You know what I'm saying?
Joseph Fares
you have games like Overcooked and stuff like that. That's co-op driven, but not co-op story driven.
Joseph Fares, I think, is the king of that. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons was a single player experience. You could play it a 2-player experience, one hand on each side of the controller if you wanted to. Yeah. But so you really see the beginnings of his vision there. Going into A Way Out, that's the only other game that really does that. I think A Way Out is kind of lacking in certain things. It's more a serious thing. It's not as fun. Yeah. It Takes Two really takes that to another level. You see the things that he's learned, the things, just the mind of Joseph Fares is like, wow, this guy is a fucking character, and he knows how to make games. Yeah. I understood why he confidently said, I'll pay anyone $1,000 if they don't like my game, because it's great, and I can't foresee anyone not enjoying it in some capacity, which is really cool.
That makes me excited, because
old school games like Army of Two,
yeah, I guess.
That. But you could still play that with an AI companion.
Yeah.
I don't think there's really any other games in the market like this. And Chance and I were talking about
I think that speaks to why it's so cool, though.
Yeah. And
'cause
Chance,
it's its own.
Chance and I were talking about it. He's like, I don't think I've ever played anything like this.
Yeah.
Like, certain sections of the game you can give parallels to other games in the gaming industry, but as a whole, as an entire package, I genuinely don't think I've played anything like It Takes Two, and I wholly recommend it for anyone out there.
I'm excited to play it.
It's really good.
Well,
what have you been playing? Nothing? This League?
Played some League. We had a League tournament. We did some 1v1 stuff. That's pretty cool. Mostly trying to use it as an initiative to maybe have like a monthly or twice monthly. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Something where all the community can get together and just get online and play a game. We're talking about doing it with Smash.
Yep. I
League,
seen how many people
we play the most.
See how many people were deep in the Discord there. That was really cool.
Yeah,
seeing all the people in there.
I think there were 7 of us at one point or something. That was
yeah.
really cool.
Spencer, Tanner, you, Isaiah, Lucas, you. Who else was in there? I think that was everybody. That's about everybody. 6 or 7 people in there. Oh yeah, Jordan. Y'all were mobbing deep.
Yeah,
y'all were mobbing deep.
It was super cool just to have that experience.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something we're gonna be working on. That will be, I guess it's Patreon exclusive because it's through the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to be involved in that, get on there.
Mm-hmm.
But that was fun. I'm dog. Spencer's too good. Jordan's too good.
Lucas not good enough, huh?
No, Lucas is good. Lucas is good. I think he just got shafted.
Dang. All right.
Yeah. So
hate to see it.
A lot of fun, and then I'm really excited to play It Takes Two. I played League Mobile to try it out because they just released their mobile game 4 days ago, something like that.
Not good.
No, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
For like a mobile league, it's
you're gonna get that Magic the Gathering Arena mobile.
I can't do it.
After deleting Dokkan and stuff, you don't want to go back to that lifestyle.
No, I got too much.
I understand. That's it for the games that we've been playing. I know it's been lackluster, but the releases have been lackluster. Blame it on the industry. Don't blame it on us. Reader mail, though. Time for reader mail. You can get your questions read on the show by writing into syncedupod@gmail.com, just like Spencer Trevette did. Greetings, sinners.
On Easter.
I don't like that. What is your guilty pleasure game? What video game do you love but is not very well received? Also, what video game sin do you commit but love doing so? I don't know what the fuck that means. Goodbye, the omnipotent Spencer. A guilty pleasure game, so like a game that you love but is not very well received.
Well, for me, it was Dokkan.
Whip out that GG app. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Definitely Dokkan.
For you, 100%.
So I guess gacha game in general could fill that spot for me. Video game sin. Ooh, let me think.
Let me look at my favorite games because I know I got
I guess,
some on
I mean,
it.
it depends who you ask, but I have Crouch on B.
You don't play tactical?
No.
You're fucking...
I mean, yeah, that's...
Come on.
But I love hitting B to Crouch, dude.
Games I love that other people don't. Man, there's actually not as many.
Are you a normie?
As I guess I'm a normie.
Such a normie, dude.
I guess I'm a normie. Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher Bay.
Okay,
That's a cult classic. Sega Superstars Tennis. Sonic and the Secret Rings. Like, come on, dude. Classic.
But those...
Paragon?
I said Dokkan. Dude. What's your Dokkan?
Paragon.
You don't have a Dokkan.
I know I don't have a mobile game that like ever really.
Well,
got
it
me.
doesn't have to be a mobile game, but just like
a Dokkan that I go back. I mean, I'll be playing a Tetris a lot now, but that's because like Tetris is so therapeutic at this point. What you got, Jordan?
Bro, it's Anthem.
Anthem? Oh yeah. But Anthem came and went.
You were an Anthem defender.
Yeah, I was.
You kind of still are.
Oh,
I did.
He's also an Andromeda defender, which is...
I'm not an Andromeda defender, okay?
He just doesn't know anything else.
I'm a passive guy, and I'm like, hey, look, I kind of see what they're doing. I'm not going to... And it's the same with Anthem, where I was like, look, man, Anthem sucks, but I love it. Yeah. I'm having a good time.
That's probably your guilty pleasure, yeah.
I love Beyond Two Souls a lot. I know a lot of people don't really like that game, but that's about it. Oh, Boom Blocks. Fucking Boom Blocks. Smacks. Don't shit on Steven Spielberg. What video game sin do you... I don't know. What video game sin do you commit but love doing so? What does that mean?
Tactical Crouch. That's mine.
Is that a sin?
What?
Is that a sin, you know?
Well, what's your answer, Jordan?
I don't commit sins. Okay,
sure you don't.
Cap.
I guess, I mean, the one I've got roasted for the most lately, and I guess this is fair, but when I play Apex, depending on the situation, and it varies, but if it's a real intense game, and like the days have been real intense, I will, on occasion, switch my reload to X.
Oh, yeah.
Switch reload to X?
Yeah, so
he puts reload on jump.
So
button.
You put reload on A?
Yeah. Sometimes.
That's worse than me.
Because like, let me explain
what
it. Let me
the
explain
fuck?
it. Okay.
Yeah,
Listen.
yep.
So like,
there it is.
in a fight that's really intense and really close quarters, right? Obviously, I'm not jumping that much, right?
Why not?
Because when I play Apex, I play certain characters. Sometimes I don't need to be jumping that much, you know. Like, listen. So I put the reload on the button where my finger naturally rests, and it's more efficient.
You just got small thumbs.
See, my thumb naturally rests on X.
In
on
between,
the actual
mine
reload button.
rests on A and X together as one.
I'd be rested on the reload button.
I got baby hands.
And you
I
don't
can't change
jump?
that.
What, you put jump on X?
No, I put. Oh yes, for
Oh.
Xbox. But
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah.
It's not an all the time thing, you know. It's just sometimes the situation calls for a little bit of spice, you know.
I'm thoroughly spooked.
You're. I don't want to say something wrong.
I don't even.
Yeah, you don't say anything. I carry you.
I'm like.
Yeah, I'm
fucking-
not denying that.
Okay.
I'm disgusted.
Hey.
Like, I feel physically ill.
Why you?
Oh, I have a sin.
I'm nauseous.
I would play an aggressive support in Overwatch.
Yeah, you are a bitch.
I
are
do
why
not
we
sit
lose.
I do not sit in the back line. If I'm Lucio, I'm in the middle of this. you can picture it. Okay, I can't remember what the place is called, but you remember the one where it was like the temple and there's the big pole in the building that like goes up to the top and you can spin around it if you're Lucio.
Yeah, no clue.
I can draw it for you.
I thought you were talking about Osiris. Or
No,
Iris.
no,
Where
the
you
one
could
you place where you
bump
boot
in.
people in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always doing that.
No.
But if
You can't play aggressive support. It's not what you're supposed to be doing.
yeah, if I'm Ana, I'm not in the back line like healing my. I'm anti-healing other
You're
people.
why raids fail.
But you don't see me joining raids.
Leroy Jenkins.
No, I would not.
Well, okay. Well, there you go, Spencer. Kylie writes in, "Hey guys," with exclamation point.
That's
You
your
know-
Kylie voice.
Hey guys,
You didn't do that for Spencer.
Why do you get his voice softened?
because
So much?
Kylie got a soft voice. Hey guys, we are officially okay. No, I can't do it. We are officially officially a year away from the first Bunny Day in Animal Crossing: New Horizons. I know you don't currently play, but have you seen what they're doing for this year's Bunny Day? And what was your experience with last year's Bunny Day? Much love, Kylie. So I have not seen what they're doing for the new show.
I looked it up.
I fell so hard off of. What are they doing? Anything? Is it the same thing?
So you remember last year?
Yeah.
It was 10 days of egg hell.
Hunting. Yeah, yeah. Trying to catch
Because
fish.
after day 2, you didn't need no more.
Trying to catch fish.
They brought it down to 7.
Okay.
Reasonable.
Fair, not
Good.
reasonable at all.
I mean,
Move it
should
to
be
about
like
3.
5. So that's one change. They added 5 new seasonal items that you can only get in Nook's Cranny,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's it.
you can trade eggs with your villagers.
Okay, cool.
That's
yeah.
it. I would have expected a little more. No
Yeah.
new DIY
Yeah.
things,
That kind of sucks.
but it was fun for the first 2 days last
Oh
year.
my god, dude! I was so tired of finding eggs and fucking everything. I just
Yeah.
wanted to get
Well,
iron
'cause
I
I-
wanted to catch fish, bro. And every time I pulled
Yep.
out a fish, it was a fucking egg, man.
Mm-hmm. And it'd be like the size that you needed to hunt too.
Especially because it was like the last week of March, and so you're trying to finish out those
Yeah.
March fish, and you're like, dude, I gotta get these March fish. I'm running out of days, and all
And
I
you
can
just
catch
keep
is
getting
fucking
eggs,
eggs,
and
man.
you couldn't really do anything with them.
Oh, I hated
I
it.
do remember building every Bunny Day item.
Yep,
though.
I did that too.
I don't know if I still have a room dedicated to Bunny Day, but I
you
I had
do.
everything.
It's probably still sitting there.
Dude, that bunny was creepy.
Yeah, that bunny was creepy.
There's so many good screenshots of him just
Yeah.
hiding behind a tree or something. Gosh,
Lyle writes
what a
in.
good time.
Or not Lyle, Lucas. Lyle does write in, but after Lucas. Lucas writes in, with the recent release of League of Legends Wild Rift, what do you think of the trend of popular PC/console games creating mobile ports/spinoffs? Is it just a money move, or do you think companies properly utilize them to give a wider audience the experience of their games to people who don't have/can't afford PCs or proper home consoles? Yeah, go ahead.
Money.
Yep, money. It's a money move.
It's a money move. Absolutely.
100%. 100% hands down a fucking money move.
The Epic Games wasn't just like, you know what? I want Timmy over there with his iPhone 20.
Well, they were. We want everyone on the planet playing.
We want everyone on the
Fortnite.
planet's money.
Yeah.
Not Timmy over there doesn't have a PC.
Yeah.
Doesn't have an Xbox.
Yeah. We want his
But we
cash
want
flow.
him to play Fortnite. So just cause no, they want
Yeah.
they want Timmy's credit card.
Yeah, it's just money.
It's just money.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
no.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just money.
they do properly utilize them to give a wider audience the experience of their games, but that's not their
Mhm.
intention. It is just money.
Yeah.
So, Lyle writes in, "Hi, Mike and Tim. PAX Australia was recently announced for October. When you visit a gaming convention like PAX, how do you like spending your time? Personally, I avoid the lines for the big AAA games and spend my time in the indie area. It's a great chance to see games you wouldn't otherwise and chat to the teams involved." So, Lyle, see, this is what we
down
do.
our schedule.
So what we do is we roll up the first day,
Friday.
big shit. We get in line for the AAA games on Friday. Why do we
Wanna
do
know
that on
why?
Friday?
Nobody's
Because
there.
No one's there. On Fridays, at least for PAX South, PAX Australia might be a bit different because you got a whole
We don't know.
motherfucking continent going to PAX. You got a
That's-
whole continent.
The whole continent.
The whole continent.
Probably a couple other ones too.
In America,
New Zealand probably there.
In America, when we go to PAX, we got like 4 of them, and we go to PAX South.
We just got Texans.
And I don't know if you know anything about America, you probably
just as
do,
bad.
Lyle. There ain't shit in the middle.
Not a damn thing.
And that's the PAX that we go to, so those lines aren't that long, matter of fact.
We plan it out. We usually plan it out. Friday, we see what big vendors are going to be there. We go there first.
Go to big vendors.
We
Sony.
see if there's an... Oh, wait.
Capcom.
Usually there's the one big keynote.
Yep.
And, well, it was like Cory Barlog.
Yep.
Last
time? No, that was the first year.
That was the first year. I can't remember who it was the second year.
I can't either.
I don't know if we even went or not.
I don't think we did.
But depending on who the first big keynote speaker is, usually
we'll go to that or we'll skip it. And we'll go straight. We'll get there early. Play Switch games
as early as possible.
Because the way they do it is they let you into the show floor in a line, and then they let you from that line into the actual show floor. Then we book it to the big things.
Well, hold up. Even before that, I double check and see what free stuff do we get.
Yeah. Is there any free stuff that we need to get early?
Do I need to go to this booth first to get free stuff?
Pins.
Yes. Go to Reddit. There's usually packs, free swag, something.
Yep.
And there's usually an Excel sheet. Plan it out.
Read that shit.
I'm the free guy.
Yep.
I find all the free stuff, get all the free pins, everything.
Yep. So then we hit the big stuff, and then after the big stuff, we decide, hey, we're gonna start on this end of the floor, and we're gonna bob and weave through these.
We go through every
and
booth.
Then we'll go home. Saturday we'll come back, we'll bob and weave through some more. Then we'll go home, and then Sunday we'll come back, we'll bob and weave through the rest of it, and then we'll head out. And we'll hit any panels that we want to hit in between that time. Maybe we'll go to the arcade. Maybe we'll go eat. Maybe we'll do whatever. Maybe.
Yep.
And especially for me, I'll hit the board game section, buy way too many fucking board games, and bring them home on the very little shelves that I have. But maybe we'll get in a few games of those. Maybe we'll play those. I don't know.
Yep.
But that's how we do it. We hit the big stuff right off the rip because it seems, at least for PAX South, I don't know how it is for PAX Australia. Again, you got the whole continent. You know, there's not very many lines on that first day.
And it depends if you're a day pass guy or a weekend pass.
We're a weekend. Because,
if you're a day pass, I would just try and play as many indie games as I could to get the whole experience. Zoom through the expo floor.
Yep. I would definitely prioritize the indies if it was just a day pass. I would not do the AAA things because you could be in the line for an hour. And you could be in the line for an hour on an indie game thing too, because I mean, you waited in line for a long time for that Tiny Build game that one year.
No, not Tiny Build. It
was a Y2K.
Yeah, Y2K. Who makes that?
I thought it was a Tiny Build.
No, it's the company that's just letters.
It's just the yellow.
Yeah, it's yellow
symbol,
but it's just letters.
Yeah, it's not Finji.
It's like YSDR.
Yeah, something like that.
I
know
can't
what you're talking about. You waited a long.
They also make the Tokyo horror game.
Yeah.
I can't remember. They also make something else too.
I don't know. No clue. But that's it.
Man, now I just want to go to PAX.
Yeah, I just want to go to PAX. We didn't get PAX this year. Hopefully we get PAX next year.
How long did we go? Let me put my glasses on. Is that 54?
We made it 54 minutes.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No news.
Entertainment. That's how you do it.
Who was actually talking?
That's it for the podcast this week. If you're on Patreon, stick around. There's going to be a post show. And if you're not on Patreon, jump over there. Throw us that $5 a month. It's going towards a good cause.
It helps feed Spencer. Eventually.
It helps feed Spencer that juicy league. Follow us on YouTube. If you're on your audio version, again, I ask you, hop on over. YouTube.com/syncedupodcast. Drop us a sub. Get those numbers up. Drop us a like. Do all of that stuff. Comment. Review. Do all of the stuff. Get excited. April 12th is the day that our first ever episode of the Synced Up.
Is that when it goes up? Or is that when we're recording?
That's when we're going to try to make it go up.
No, I think that's when we're recording it. What's the day? The 4th? So Sunday's that?
Some days after April 12th, you will get the first inaugural episode of the Synced Up Filmcast, where we're going to be talking about news from the movie side of things.
The films.
And TV. We're going to talk about movies we watched. We're going to take recommendations from the community. We're going to review stuff. For the first episode, we're just going to talk about our top 5 favorite movies because...
And probably whatever we've been watching.
Yeah, because like things are a little bit weird.
I mean, we should talk about the news. Yeah. It's just not going to be the headline.
It's not going to be, because things are weird with that.
Could take 2 weeks for it to go up. Could go up the exact day we play.
Yeah, we have no idea. So that's how that's going to go. But that's it for the show. Thank you so much for watching or listening to this episode of the Synced Up Podcast. And we will see y'all next week. Unless you're on Patreon, we'll see y'all in a few seconds.
Goodbye.